Welcome to Audit Archive, where we run you through some of the most questionable and rather atrocious police encounters. Today, we're looking at a case where racist officers conducted an invasive search of a bus transporting a women's sports team just because of a minor traffic violation. On April 20th, 2022, officers from the Liberty County Sheriff's Office observed a bus allegedly traveling erroneously in the left lane and decided to conduct a traffic stop. The bus in question was transporting the Delaware State University's women's lacrosse team, most of whom were African American, on their journey back home following a competitive event.
Final stops at the 73 northbound. Hello, sir. How you doing today? Step out. You got your driver's license and everything with you? Yeah. Good deal. The reason I'm stopping is for a left lane violation. You can't ride in that left lane.
I'm passing and going around in the left lane. And it says trucks can't get in the left lane.
You are considered, you got air brakes on this?
I do.
You can't be in that left lane.
Even though it specifically say trucks?
Anything bigger than 6 wheels. Okay? 100% you can't be in that left lane at all, okay?
Okay.
You got 2 other lanes that you can go back and forth through.
Right.
That lane you cannot be in. Alright. Where are you guys headed?
Delaware.
Headed to Delaware from
Jacksonville.
From Jacksonville, which is like a day trip or something?
It was an overnighter.
An overnighter?
It's a team on the bus.
Oh, like a football team?
Women's lacrosse.
Women's lacrosse team? I got you. Now, how many passengers do you have on the bus?
I'm going to say 29, 30 plus me.
29 or 30 plus you? Okay. Give me just a second to walk over here and tell them what's going on, okay?
Okay,
If you would relax right here, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
Ladies, how are y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
We won't have you guys in just a few minutes, okay? He can't ride in that left lane, so next time he gets in that lane, tell him to get in the other one. All right? I'll be right back with you. Just relax, okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
If you want to come back here, we'll talk by my car. Have you guys been stopped before?
Never.
Really? I'm surprised South Carolina doesn't stop everybody.
23029. If I had a clear understanding that I seen you when you left with the other group when it was down there. Mm-hmm. So if I had a clear understanding that it was I thought it said trucks. So I thought that was I was excluded from
that. No, it's the 6 wheels.
But
over 6 wheels. Or 6 wheels or over. It says for trucks, and we monitor all these big trucks. But you are a commercial vehicle, and you do meet the qualifications for that.
Okay.
So it's good to know.
See, if it wouldn't have said, if it had said all commercial vehicles or something like that, or if it just, but I said trucks, I'm assuming that trucks with 6 wheels. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm.
Yep. No, you're good.
What did you tell them?
I told the girls that you were in the left lane. I said, that's why I stopped you. I said, next time he gets in that left lane, make sure he goes to the next one. I didn't tell him nothing else.
Negative contact, 0606.
Hey, wait a minute.
Show me out of same address.
Positive on the truck?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of dang schoolgirls on the bus. There's probably some weed. Maybe. He seems a little talkative. He's been driving for 20 years to go from Jack.
The seemingly routine traffic stop quickly transforms into an invasive search as officers proceed to conduct a canine sniff on the bus. According to the dog handler, the sniff gives a positive result, prompting the officers to begin a search for narcotics within the vehicle. While the initial stop was prompted by a driving error, the decision to escalate the situation to a search for illicit substances raises concerns regarding potential violations of established legal precedent. In cases such as Terry v. State, the courts have firmly established that any discovery of criminal activity using a canine unit during a traffic stop is inadmissible and unlawful. The court's ruling emphasizes that a dog sniff conducted during a traffic stop cannot be considered part of the officer's traffic-related duties, as it specifically targets evidence of general criminal wrongdoing. The court states, importantly, a dog sniff of a traffic stop vehicle is not fairly characterized as part of the officer's traffic mission because it is a measure aimed at detecting evidence of ordinary criminal wrongdoing. Furthermore, the court emphasizes that prolonging a traffic stop to conduct a dog sniff renders the seizure unlawful, even if the extension adds only minimal time to the stop. Moreover, while a canine sniff during a traffic stop is permissible under the Fourth Amendment, it must not result in any extension of the stop's duration. In this case, the decision to engage in conversation with the driver while the dog carries out its duties, followed by the delay in issuing a ticket citation, appears to deliberately manipulate the law. By extending the duration of the stop beyond what is necessary, the officers appear to circumvent legal constraints, potentially infringing upon the rights of the women aboard the bus.
And I'll show you the law on it. And what it does is, I tell you, a lot of people drive up and down this interstate, and big vehicles, these bigger vehicles right here, that fast lane clogs up. People start passing these big trucks on the right. So it's illegal to pass on the right when you do that. Okay? So people start breaking the law, passing these vehicles. We have a lot of crashes. They did a study a long time ago. That's why they made that law. Okay? Anything with 6 wheels, commercial vehicles, anything like that, you stay out that left lane. It's just something for you to know. It's all over. It's all, I mean, I'll show you that all. And we watch them pretty heavy. Yeah, we watch them pretty heavy. And we have a lot of log trucks coming down from these mills. You look, that's a chemical plant. So we got a lot of big semis, all the big chemicals and all that stuff.
At this point, the officer is purposely engaging in a conversation with the driver, a task unrelated to their duties, in order to provide sufficient time for the other officers and the canine unit to conduct a thorough sniff of the bus. This tactic directly mirrors what was articulated by the courts in Terry v. State as prolonging a traffic stop. Such conduct by the officer constitutes a clear violation of this court ruling and contravenes established legal standards.
So we have a lot of crashes, a lot of fatalities. So this is what we do. Come on over here, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate what you're doing.
Yeah.
Trying to keep the road safe. I mean,
Yeah, man.
better than some highway patrol. They don't give a damn, dude.
All right.
The officer's decision to open the baggage compartment of the bus represents a blatant violation of the constitutional rights of the 29 to 30 black women aboard. This unwarranted search of the passenger's belongings constitutes a clear infringement of the Fourth Amendment of the Constitution, which expressly protects individuals against unreasonable searches and seizures. The Fourth Amendment states, the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated. This intrusion by the officers lacks probable cause and fails to adhere to the requirement of a warrant specifically describing the place to be searched and the items to be seized. Moreover, it can be strongly argued that the officers' actions are rooted in racial profiling. The selective use of the canine unit solely on this bus, occupied predominantly by black women, suggests a discriminatory motive behind the search. As discussed, there are several policies that prohibit police officers from engaging in discriminatory practices based on race or ethnicity. For example, Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 states, "No person in the United States shall, on the grounds of race, color, or national origin, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any program or activity receiving federal financial assistance." Therefore, the officer's actions in this scenario not only constitute a violation of constitutional rights, but also raise serious concerns regarding racial bias and discrimination within law enforcement practices.
Right on my car. What's
He knows I got one of those in my pocket.
what's the
Working on one in my pocket.
dog? The dog do anything in here?
Not back there. Where all the luggage is.
Let me walk up here real quick, Tilly.
Say that again.
How do we go from manual runway to doing dirt bags?
Alright, well he stopped you for a traffic, well didn't stop y'all for a traffic violation, he stopped the driver for a traffic violation, okay? While he's conducting his business, I can bring my dog out for a free air assist. That's what I've done. Dog worked on the vehicle for odor and narcotics to get in from it, and that's where we're at.
Ladies, we don't single anybody out, and I'll explain. This is our job. This is what we do. Okay, every day we get out here, we stop commercial vehicles. Okay, believe it or not, the majority of the drugs and large amounts of money, trafficking children, trafficking anything up and down these interstates, that's what we look for. Okay, and today we're not saying that you guys that it's even happening here, but however, this is how we start an investigation. Okay. Most of the time it turns out to be nothing. But there are times where we end up finding some children that are missing from their family. We find large amounts of money that nobody knows anything about. Okay? Or large amounts of cocaine, marijuana, heroin, methamphetamines, anything like that. Okay? So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to stop that. All right? I will tell you guys the reason why I'm coming on the bus right now is to tell y'all, look, we're gonna check y'all's luggage. Okay? If there is anything in y'all's luggage, we're probably gonna find it. Okay? I'm not looking for a little bit of marijuana, but I'm pretty sure you guys as chaperones are probably gonna be disappointed in you if we find any. You guys are on a lacrosse team, correct? So if there is something in there that is questionable, please tell me now. Because if we find it, guess what? We're not going to be able to help you. Okay? You go out in the state of Georgia, marijuana is still illegal in the state of Georgia. Okay? Anything that you can put marijuana in, maybe a device where you smoke it, maybe something that you would weigh it, like a set of scales, anything. Okay? If there's nothing, then I'm thankful to make my job a lot easier. We're going to get this done, and we'll have you guys on your way. Okay? Do you guys have any more questions for me? Have I explained it pretty good? Okay. Good deal. Give us a few minutes and you guys will be on your way. Okay?
In this instance, the officer is subtly insinuating that he suspects the women of carrying drugs, particularly marijuana, in their luggage, despite not explicitly stating so. He persistently pressures them to admit to possessing drugs so he can purportedly help them. Such behavior constitutes a flagrant abuse of power by the officers involved. Moreover, it further proves that this incident is undoubtedly a case of racial profiling.
Where'd the dog alert at? On that bag?
Yeah, well alerted to this area. 5 ants, what is that bag? What is 5 ants?
What is it?
5 ants.
No, that's actually his reward. And like I said, him being a hand, like I said, that's his reward. No.
What is 5 ants for? I've heard of it.
That's what we're doing. That's what he's looking for. Like I said, he's taking the tank.
Huh?
They said they around a bunch of marijuana weekend at the hotel.
No, they didn't. They didn't even comment on anything.
Yeah.
They did say that?
Yeah, they said there's the elevator at their hotel, somebody had been hotboxing or something.
Where you on the bus?
By now, the officer supervising the canine unit has informed the other officer that the bag in his possession was the only one that the dog had alerted on, and therefore is the only bag being searched. Subsequently, regular prescription medication belonging to one of the women on board the bus is discovered in the bag. However, despite this revelation, the other officer proceeds to remove additional baggage from the bus and conducts further searches independently. This action appears to be a deliberate attempt to uncover any incriminating evidence against the passengers.
Do you have any adults on this bus?
Any adults?
Just one, or you and another one? All of them are college.
Yes, there's coaches on there. That's
They look about.
I mean,
Are they college?
They're college students.
Are they college students?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure they was all over the age.
Upon discovering a beer bottle in one of the bags, the officer makes one last attempt to find incriminating evidence by questioning the bus driver about the team's age and educational status. Essentially, he seeks to ascertain whether the passengers are college students or high school students, implying whether they are of legal drinking age or not. Had the passengers not been college students, this discovery would have served as the conclusive evidence the officer was searching for. However, the unfortunate reality is that the team is indeed a college team, which basically meant that the officers had failed in their malicious mission.
Students, I was like,
Oh yeah, I got it.
no.
Who's number 8? Indiana 8.
Who's Miss Aiken?
Yes.
What is that?
I have no clue. My aunt gave it to me.
Your aunt gave it to you?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what it is?
Georgia, no. I didn't open it. I was waiting until I go back to school. I can open it now.
No, what did she tell you it was?
She didn't tell me anything.
Okay, where did you get it from?
My aunt. In
I mean,
Georgia.
in Georgia?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you took it to Florida with you?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know what it
I
is?
really don't know what it is.
You know, see, that seems kind of, like what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to open it.
Okay.
And we're going to find out exactly what it is.
Okay.
But however, this is the type of stuff that we look for.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
If
fine.
you don't know what it is, then I don't know what it is.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I hope it's nothing that you're not supposed to have. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Give me just a minute.
Okay.
And you said in Georgia?
Yes.
Where in Georgia did
It was
she get it
Kennesaw,
to?
Georgia.
Okay. When you went to Kennesaw?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Is that where you're from? Is Kennesaw
No,
State?
I'm from Decatur.
Decatur.
Mm.
Okay. She just said, "Here, this is for you."
Yes.
And
I was
nothing.
going to wait to open it when I got back to school. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
It's Easter time, so
Yeah,
our
it's
parents
Easter.
brought us Easter presents.
And that may be what it is, but we're going to open it. We have to.
Okay.
We're not going to destroy anything.
Okay.
If it's something special, I can package it back up and not tell you.
Okay.
You want me to do that?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Doesn't matter.
Well, if it's a surprise, then I don't want to ruin the surprise for you. Let me open it real quick. If it's nothing illegal and nothing to worry about, then we'll put it back in your bag. Okay? You don't know. It's a surprise, she said. Somebody put the ink in because she didn't tell her what it was sometime in Georgia. She was in Georgia. Go ahead.
Agency at the 78 northbound. They were supposed to transport for subject, 95 subjects to the jail, one out of Lowndes County.
Go get that. Hold up. It's a book safe. It hadn't been opened. Well, I'm not going to tell her what it was, but it's nothing illegal. I told her I'd wrap it back up, and I wouldn't tell her what it was. It was a present that her aunt gave her. But I told her we had to open it.
No, 698.
Huh?
We got the station.
969.
Yeah, right.
I'll be out at 11:30.
Nah.
Hours.
That was inside that thing right there.
We gonna pull it? Y'all want to pull any more out of that?
Nah.
Y'all feel pretty good about it?
We'll get you on your way. We want to allot all your 15 hours outside the race.
Zip that
If
for
I
me.
make it out of the state, we run up 15 hours.
Where's that?
Right there.
I was explaining to them like what the cartel does with these bus drivers. Just go and throw a package in there. They don't even know they transport.
You didn't know they did that?
Nah, hell no.
Really?
I ain't never dealt with nobody doing stuff like that.
You don't know.
Well, you don't know.
Until you get stopped here, and then nobody wants to lay claim to a bag. They could be honest about it. It could be nobody's bag on the bus.
We just had a bus we had to stop a minute ago. Nobody knew whose bag it was sitting behind the driver.
Yeah.
Bunch of Chinese medicine in it, but still. Wasn't nothing that we regulate.
Yeah, but see, I can understand that if it's random people. But
Yeah, that's why I say now, when you go to these Greyhound stations, it's a lot more quite common.
Yeah.
You pick them up from obviously a college or a school. But when he's got his probable cause to pull you over before you left lane by, he don't know who's in the bus.
Yeah, we're just looking for a way to find out what's going on. That's all we're doing.
I appreciate it, man.
Even the motorist state.
I ain't mad at you.
Here's your license back. You can shut these. I'm gonna let them know. All right. I'm not gonna tell you what it was, but it wasn't illegal. All right, ladies. Thank you. We're gonna get out of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your trip.
Thank you.
As the search concluded, resulting in no incriminating evidence, it highlighted the questionable nature of the officer's actions and raised profound concerns about their underlying motives. Anderson, in reflecting on the ordeal, articulated her frustration, emphasizing the lack of logical connection between a routine traffic stop and the intrusive search of her personal belongings. If we got pulled over for a traffic violation, there's no correlation between them checking our personal luggage and violation of traffic. So it made no sense, so there was a clear indication of racism there, she remarked, shedding light on the perceived racial bias embedded in the officer's conduct. Meanwhile, Delaware State University President Dr. Tony Allen issued a statement assuring stakeholders of the safety of their student athletes, coaches, and bus drivers. Dr. Allen expressed deep concern and displeasure over the incident, pledging to pursue thorough investigations in collaboration with legal authorities. Our student athletes, coaches, and the subcontracted bus driver are all safe. In the course of investigating this incident, we have reached out to Delaware's governor, congressional delegation, attorney general, and Black Caucus. They, like me, are incensed. We are exploring options for recourse, legal and otherwise, available to our student athletes, our coaches, and the university. Be sure to check out our previous video where we cover another outrageous police encounter